Hey guys, what's up? It's Jazz. I'm back after like a month of not posting anything, and I'm sorry. I had some stuff with like driver's ed and finishing up my sophomore year, and now I'm in my junior year, and I just did all this stuff um, over the weekend, so yeah, I just had it and it didn't require that much editing, so I thought I would post it just to put something on my channel. So, yeah, today I'm going to be talking about the character that I'm drawing and his story. And I know what a lot of you are going to ask, especially nearing the end of the speed paint, which you guys will see. Is this a BNHA OC? And the answer is both yes and no. Tom was originally, the character's name is Tom, Tom Ito, and Tom may or may not be short for Thomas. I have not decided yet, but anyway, so Tom Ito is kind of a BNHA OC. He was originally developed to be an OC for that show, but I was also working on an original story at the time, and I thought that he would do well in that universe too. So I decided that he's both. He's part of this original story, and that story kind of has an AU where it takes place in the BNHA universe, but it is predominantly original. Anyway, so Tom is a young man. He is aromantic, asexual, and he has superpowers. Now, if you've seen My Hero Academia, or BNHA is the abbreviation that I use to refer to it, you know how that whole thing works. And if you haven't seen it, then basically 80% of the population has some sort of superpower, and superheroes are a thing because superpowers are very common, and there are schools that specially train people, young people, to be superheroes. And so yeah, so he's his role in that story is that he goes to a hero school in the US, and his school takes they do a semester abroad in Japan, hosted under the families of the students of UA, and so that's how they're part of that story. But the original story is similar, but different. And I don't remember if I mentioned this already, because I'm recording a bunch of bits of audio and then editing them together, but a lot of people are probably going to think that I stole this story idea from My Hero Academia, because they're similar ideas, but I did not. I actually started this story when I was 12, and I've been kind of giving it a slow development ever since. So I came up with it first, okay? I'm just kidding. Before I knew that My Hero Academia existed, I was already coming up with this story. So I didn't copy it because I didn't know it was a thing when I came up with the idea. But anyway, basically, so it takes place in a world where people with superpowers have just begun to kind of pop up in society. And Tom takes place in the second arc of that story. So if it was a book series, it would be the second book. And basically, about 15% of the world's population now has some sort of strange ability. And there's this school in the US that trains children to harness their abilities for good in order to help people. And so Tom's superpower is that he can manipulate tiny dust particles in the air. And his signature kind of superpower move is that he compresses the particles in the air into small, sharp, kind of like diamond-like objects, and he shoots them at people with a lot of speed, and it causes a lot of damage. And so yeah, that's his role in that story, in part of that universe. And so he's a student at this school, which is run by the main character in the first arc, and he has a group. He's part of a group of 4 young men, David, Jay, and Henry, and him, and they all have different superpowers, and it's kind of about their journey, like learning to be heroes and learning what it means to be someone who does good. And yes, that sounds a lot like BNHA, but I swear that it is not. So yeah, I'm planning on making a series of these where I will speed paint character sheets like this for each of the main characters in this story, and with each speed paint I will go into more depth about the story and what it is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it entertaining. I hope you guys are interested in hearing more about the story, because it's something that I've been pouring my heart into since I was 12 years old. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. I love you. Bye.